And we're live! Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back to Save or Dice. My name is Cody with Taken 20, and oh god, of course we've got more of these. How come I never remember to mute that? Not to break character, not to break character. Here with a few words from our sponsors tonight is the one and only Jorphdan with the PH is silent.
Oh, yes, sponsors tonight would be a Dungeon Painter Studio by Pyromancers.com. Now, Pyromancers, they don't start fires, they make maps, make good choices in life. And Fantasy Grounds, for when you want to be super grounded in your fantasy, please consider Fantasy Grounds. And finally, NORSE Foundry, which I just found out about a little while ago, so I didn't have a time to make a funny thing about it. But they've got a Kickstarter going on for cardography, so go check out the link below for all of your cardography needs. Thank you.
I have no regrets. I have no regrets.
So awesome.
There's also a discount code in the description as well, I believe, for NORSE Foundry.
Everybody loves discount
gemstone dice.
Roll the marks from Kevin Lambert. All right, Dave. I think we were in the middle of some trials. So
You guys are at the Court of
bud.
Wyrms, and you've already completed 2 trials. The trial of power, which had some hilarity to it, the trial of cunning, and now you are about to proceed to the trial of life. You were just exposed to another flash of light as the Empress Briella points her staff in your direction, and for once you don't find yourself someplace terrible. There's a nice, refreshing, cool pond in front of you. You're basically in a, I guess like kind of like a gorge, but there's a nice wooded area, and it's grassy. The sun is out. There's a cool breeze blowing, and in the center of this pond, which it's nice and rocky around it. It's like someone just scooped it out. It seems perfect, almost perfectly shaped, and you can see in the water itself. You see traces of metal and ore running through the sides of the pond, reflecting off of the light in the water. And in the center of this pond, there's a large rock, and on that rock is this tiny little pagoda. It's like 2.5, 3 feet tall.
Oh, I've this isn't that bad. Is this the life trial, right?
It is.
All right. I look at everybody and I say, so I'm definitely gonna jump in this if nobody stops me.
I am not going to stop you if that is something you want to do.
Yeah, the water is really kind of like cool and refreshing.
Oh, this water is so cool and refreshing.
There's a pagoda with a rock. Sorry, I'm trying to get my.
On top of the. Can everybody see the map?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
So in the center of this pool, on top of the rock, is a small pagoda.
Okay, so it's a large rock in the center of this pool.
Yes, and the pagoda is like 3 foot tall.
I have no idea what a pagoda is.
It's a rare D&D monster. Attack it.
Is it like a mimic?
Like a mimic.
Like a gazebo.
It is a 5-tiered building. It's like Asian architect. It's in China and Japan.
It's a village in India.
You've
I
seen
just
them.
looked it up.
I'm sure you've seen
I
them.
shall Google it later.
I genuinely have no idea why my camera keeps turning off on its own. I promise I will try and resolve that. But...
Lucky wants to kind of look around and kind of check. I mean, is the map, the area that we're in, it's about as big as this map, right? I mean, it doesn't seem to go much further than that, correct?
There's a way out. There's this cobblestone path that kind of leads down a mountain trail.
Yeah, I want to check. I want to just kind of check the whole area. I want to investigate all this little Levy areas. I'm specifically looking for anything that might come to life. Like, do the trees look like they might come to life? Are they character knowledge, are they going to come to life? Player knowledge, are they like dryads or some shit? Are they going to do anything along those lines?
It doesn't look like it. I mean, there's bamboo mixed in with these trees, some kind of redwood.
Okay, so I'm just going to search all these and make sure that we're alone here.
Okay. So, the pagoda very much looks like the temples that you saw throughout the city that you guys traveled through.
Okay.
The ones we were asking about with the different elements.
Yes.
Stages. Okay.
I'm going to slurp some of the water.
Okay, so you slurp some of the water.
Excellent audio.
Now, I quite hate to point out that I've been right every single time we've gone into one of these little adventures, but, well, actually, no, I don't hate to point out that I'm right. I love being right. It's one of my favorite things about being me. With this being a trial of life, perhaps we're meant to share the water with some of the plants, with each other, perhaps drink the
You know,
same cup.
that's a very good idea. We should try that.
Just for the record, you have not always been right.
One who I believe said that we should try the trial of coin. I also was the first one to go down the ground, and I also was the first one who got permission to go to the secret library, so I believe that I was entirely correct.
That's very true.
Whatever you have to tell yourself, as I'm kind of like, I'm still checking. I'm like, no, I don't know what this is.
You know,
What's over
Lucky,
here?
if you would have just picked gold, this would have all been, solved. But, you just had to go pick might first. And that took forever. So...
If we were on my boat, I would throw you off for that.
Now, why would you do a thing like that?
To see if halflings can swim, of course.
I know how to swim. I jump in the water again.
Zahim would like to take out some of his magical instruments and things like that, and I'd like to cast Detect Magic as a ritual, either on the water or the pagoda, and see if anything's glowing.
The pagoda glows.
Okay. Do I know what kind of magic it is?
Yeah, Detect Magic will definitely tell you. It actually radiates conjuration and divination and enchantment.
Oh, wow. Okay, we've got a cornucopia of magical effects over here, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, really? What kind? What kind of magic?
What the DM said, because I just forgot. Evocation, divination, and conjuration.
Conjuration, divination, and an enchantment.
And enchantment. So minus the
I have no idea what all of that means.
Well, you see, there's 8 schools of magic, and then I pull out my chalkboard again, and I draw circles, and I try to. Meanwhile,
That's
you're
very
like
interesting. I have no idea what you're talking about. I mostly just start singing and things explode.
So tell me of this evocation. Explain which circle that means. And I'm like pointing at a chart. I'm trying to actually pay attention here. Like,
yeah, of course. And I'm enthralled to have like an astute student at this point, and so I'm very meticulously going here. And you see, they mirror each other. And so if you're really good at enchantment, you might not be good at like necromancy because of the opposite sides of the coin. It doesn't mean it doesn't. It just limits you in some ways, but not entirely. We have updated to a 5th edition kind of magical rule book at this point, where that no longer is a problem.
I want to light something on fire while they're talking.
oh my god!
Sure. What would you like to light on fire? There's trees.
I will attempt to just kind of make a small kindling, small fire. Fiona's line of thought is she's seeing earth, air, water, one of the missing elements, perhaps.
Where are you making the fire at? Anywhere in particular?
In the center of the map there. What is that? Is it a bowl?
That is a rock, with the pagoda on top of it.
With the Japanese gazebo on top of it.
Yeah,
I'm
that.
going to make the fire inside of that.
Okay. At which level would you like to put it at?
First, I'm going to start small
5.
and see if something explodes. if nothing proceeds to explode, I'm gonna look around at my companions, kind of see that they're still in the middle of magical talking. He's splashing around the water, and I'm just gonna keep making the fire bigger and bigger until someone basically gets me to stop.
So when you go over to it to put the fire in, you can wade in the water. It's not particularly deep, and once you get to the center, it comes up to maybe your chest, but it's kind of like it's sloped and it's kind of easy to navigate. You can see that each level of the pagoda, so they ascend larger to smaller, and they're actually kind of shaped like bowls.
Is it made of stone or is it made of wood?
It is made of stone.
Okay.
So there's like stone bowls here in the middle.
Yeah,
How many?
5. Because it's
that's what you
pagoda.
meant by how many you're lighting. Okay, I'm going to light
Yeah.
them all.
So
Sorry, I thought you meant like what level of fire do you want? Like,
yeah. There's 5 levels of the pagoda.
I'm going to light all of them until my companions go to stop.
I want all the fire.
Okay.
I don't think that it's about, lighting things on fire. I don't think that's a good idea. You're destroying culture. And I'm going.
Would you like to start from the? Would you like to start from the top or the bottom?
I'm going to start from the bottom, as that seems the natural order.
I cast levitate on Fiona.
Okay, roll initiative to see who does what first.
Let me open. If my camera goes off when I open Fantasy Grounds, then it's because I'm opening Soul thing applications. Ooh,
Suck it.
I will proceed to suck it.
Dang it!
Oh!
I have no modifiers, do I? Wait, no.
To
I do.
initiative?
I do. Yeah, to initiative.
No, she doesn't. She doesn't,
That's
guys.
a 20.
She doesn't.
That's a 20. That's a 20.
She's definitely not a rogue. She's definitely not a
20.
dexterity-based rogue with a +3 to initiative.
I'm an intelligence-based rogue, actually.
Yeah.
So you ignite the bottom of the brazier or of the pagoda, and the fire catches in that bowl and stays lit for a moment. As you do that, from the side of the pond, let's see. I got so many windows.
Oh, no.
Many windows over here.
I'm onto something again, guys.
You definitely found something.
Please don't be a dragon.
That is for sure.
Look at what you've done.
You
All right,
drank
so-
the water. Okay.
Yeah, I didn't set it on fire.
Fish probably pee in that water. It's gross.
That.
All right,
I'm one with the
so
fish.
I gotta unmask you, don't I?
Do we have a combat tracker up?
Yeah, we do.
Oh, no.
Golly, why would we ever have that?
So
Ah!
from the ground over on this corner here erupts a humanoid figure that stands about 9 feet tall, made completely of stone and earth.
Fuck. I have rapiers.
Yeah, look at what you did. You made it angry. You made the ground angry.
And with that,
I'm always right. I say, kind of not sure this time around.
No shit, we are in trouble.
Oh no.
maybe I think you guys will be fine.
That's not what you want to hear the DM say ever. I think you guys will be fine.
Yeah, I think it'll be fine.
20% chance you got this.
20% chance it'll be all good. Let's see.
All right, we're taking a poll for you guys watching us over here on YouTube. Who is going to drop first?
Whoa, what?
Submit your answers now.
Well, I have a levitate spell on me, so up I go, bitches.
I got full life.
I haven't casted it yet.
Also, I'm not a halfling bard.
Let's see.
I control who lives and who dies.
You made the earth mad.
Can anyone here speak elemental? You can cast comprehend languages. I know you can. You did it on the first episode.
Oh, dude.
Woohoo! Woohoo! Metagaming owl. Woohoo! I can't do a pigeon voice.
All right, so with that, Flinrin,
Yeah.
you hear this rumbling. The ground shakes a little bit, and this hulking figure emerges from the earth.
No, look at what you
Salad
did. It's
spicy
angry. I'm going to look at the earth elemental and oh man, I don't even know. Is the pagoda on fire?
It went out.
It went out?
It
God dang it. Okay. Okay. I am going to see if this works.
Run away. Let's.
No. I'm going to begin to cast Modify Memory on the Earth Elemental.
Okay.
Ooh.
Let's see if this works. I'm trying to read the spell in case there's any. It's so long. Attempt to reshape a target's memories.
Where are you, buddy?
God, it's long.
It's so long. How long is it?
It just goes over all the little bits. I don't think there's any.
Can you
super
target
specifics.
humanoids or anything?
Another creature.
Oh, it
Okay,
is.
it's a creature.
Yep, and it needs to make Wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom, huh?
Mm-hmm. I bet it's real good at that.
It's a thing that it can do. No, I don't want the numbers. I want no. All right, we're just gonna do this then. What is your DC?
16.
Okay. It
The
definitely.
Earth never forgets.
It definitely. You have its attention. It's staring intently at you.
I look at him and I say, I didn't mean to do that. We're just setting pagodas on fire. I'm
Its
just
rocky
smiling at
brow kind of furrows, and
And I look over at Fiona and it's like this. I'm like,
Yeah, I'm still completely ignoring him and now climbing up to the top of the pagoda to light the top one on fire.
oh my freaking lord.
Oh my god.
I'm out of actions.
I took my turn, so if we're still in combat, y'all can try and stop me.
Wait. Hang on. I might have a bonus action. I have a bonus action to.
you're a bard. You always have inspiration to give out. Usually,
I'm not giving her inspiration.
It's almost
Nobody
like you
deserves
put
it.
a whole
I'm
video out on how to play a bard or something.
Yeah, I know how to play Bard. I know how to do it.
I know what that.
My favorite class. I know how it works. Sometimes you guys don't deserve it.
You guys need to earn your inspiration.
Yeah,
I love it. I love
Learn
it.
that shit. You don't just ask
It's
for
not
it.
that I don't know what to do. I just don't like you very much.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. That's it. That's all I'm doing. I also only have 2 left, so.
Perfect. Lucky, you're up.
Yeah, Lucky is going to do rogue things. Let me just kind of figure out how far away I am from this thing. You know what? That's not very far away from this thing. And so that makes me kind of nervous. So I'm going to, first off, I'm going to fire off a Ray of Frost. So that's going to be a +5. So that is a whopping 21 to hit for, was it 2d8, I think? So for 9 cold damage.
Nice.
And then I'm going to move away. So 5, 10, 15. You know what? That's plenty. I'll move over there. I want to move away from this thing. Shit!
Okay.
Shit! And I'm just gonna kind of instinctively cast. Like kind of looks down at his rapier and he's like, "That's not gonna do anything." And then he just like fires off a ray of frost and like turns and tucks tail and runs away.
Perfect. All right. So, Fiona,
Live to
you're-
fight another day. And
Does Fiona actually have 5 hit points, or is that from the last time we played?
I should be at full hit points.
yeah, you are.
He rested, so I think I was just trying to add 5 points, and I was supposed to put in 56. So that is.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
I am at full 56 hit points. So I am roguing my way up the pagoda as all this is going on. I'm starting to wonder that even if we did die in this place, I don't know if we really would. After all, we're under the protection, correct?
So, why intelligence check for me?
I shall, because not a save, a check. Boom! That is not great. That's an 8. I'm
Alrighty
very
then.
I'm focused.
You are super focused. So you want to light the top one, you said?
Yes. She said with confidence. But as much confidence as that intelligence check.
Okay. So
Perhaps I should be pouring water in the top of this instead of lighting it on fire.
you light the You light the top on fire, and it flashes again. You're a bit closer this time. You see some runes light up on each tier as you do so.
Can I quickly? I'm not a master of the arcane, like our wizard, but I've dabbled a bit. Do I perhaps recognize any of these runes?
They are draconic runes. Give me a perception check. They just flash briefly.
All right, I'm going to. Ooh, I have a very good perception, but that doesn't help when you roll a 2. I have a 9 in total.
9 in total. Okay.
I am.
So you see one of them.
There were things.
You see one of them. Roll a die 10 for me, please.
I shall indeed. That is a D8. That is a D10. Here we go. That is a 4, sir.
All right.
Lucky number 4.
So the second to the bottom flashes the draconic rune for metal.
Metal?
For metal, yes.
After.
Oh, that's right. We can speak Draconic now. Ever since we came to this world, it seems to have been.
Yeah.
What did you do to make it do that?
I lit stuff on fire.
Right.
So you saw them all flash. But that one is the one you were able to pick out. Like, and you're like, oh, I know what that is.
I had seen quite a few runes flash over here, and the only one that I was able to catch was the one that stood for metal. I apologize. I look around to see if there's any more elementals coming out.
Did you say metal?
I did indeed say metal.
No, it's an elemental.
No, I'm not going metal. I said metal.
She is very mental. She's being stupid.
Why is she still lighting things on fire?
I don't know, because she said she's mental.
She was not right about the coin thing. I just want to point that out.
I was entirely right about the coin thing, as I am right about most things, and I have found out why my volume is so low. Is because it is automatically adjusting inside of Zoom.
Virtual automation.
So I apologize if I get much louder.
Sahim, you can make an intelligence check.
I would love to.
Do you have anything else you want to do, Fiona?
I'm gonna jump down because I'm starting to think the water is the thing. So I'm gonna go down, fill up my, I was gonna say decanter, but water skin, and then I'm gonna start making the trek up again, pour it down. And I'm gonna put a gold coin in there because dragons seem to freaking love their gold.
Okay.
It's all metal, gold.
All right. So all that happens, and
I'm creating a soup, essentially. Dragon soup.
Elemental soup.
Little bit of
Elemental
this, little bit of that.
I really feel like the wizard should be the one doing this.
a creature emerges from the wooded area.
Bullshit! Bullshit!
Like,
So
it is
much
almost
bullshit.
like he just stepped right out of the trees themselves.
Bullshit! So much bullshit.
Flame's doing a little dance. He's like, "This is what you get for messing with the nature."
That's what he's doing, huh?
Uh-huh.
This is what you get.
AC 16.
And he charges the
Great.
bard. This creature is made. It looks like a man carved of wood, and he's carrying a wooden shield and a club, which you just basically dodge out of the way of that club as it smashes down once. And then the second time it does connect with you, though.
All right, I'll take some damage. Let's do it. I'm a big boy. I can handle some damage. Even though I looked for him. Oh,
And
damn!
12 damage.
I will take 12 damage, sir. Why is that not working? That's all right. I can do it here.
I should have dropped it on you. That
No
was
problem. I got it.
But I got it as well in the thingy.
As it kind of
How that
hits
works
me in
for
the
you.
gut here, I'll let out a grunt.
And yeah, and it is kind of like you think it's cursing at you.
Oh.
But,
Perhaps we're supposed to kill the creatures and put their body parts into here.
I will set you on fire. I promise I will set you on fire.
I have the high ground.
Not you! This
Oh.
thing! And I kind of point over.
I take out my bow. Well, in that case, and I will aid my companion who's under attack due to my shenanigans. Feeling a little bit less sure about my 100% always being right stratagem here.
So the rock creature approaches Flinrin.
9-foot elemental, 3.5-foot bard.
What could
Is
go
it
wrong?
attacking me? Oh, great.
with like
cool.
a 13 AC.
I'm just looking over. I'm like, if I am crashed into the floor right now, I would like you all to know that it is my.
Oh.
So a 13, I believe, will
Yep,
hit
that
you.
hits.
Yeah, naked halfling. Let's see.
Ow.
And it
Oh.
grunts with satisfaction as it does that. Let's see this. And he just proceeds to pummel you.
Oh no! He's the only one with healing word.
I read somewhere you should probably just kill the cleric first.
Really good idea, actually.
Sahim, not an action or anything, but you can make an intelligence check.
Sweet. 14.
All right, so you were the one that had asked about the pagodas when you were in the city, when you guys were walking through the city, and you recall that each level of the pagodas had a rune associated with it, a draconic rune for an element, and it was always the same.
And what was it? Because I totally remember.
And I actually thought I thought Jacob had actually written it down. But the order that you recall is
wood, fire, water, metal, earth.
Yeah.
Oh, you wrote it down, yeah.
Yeah.
I totally wrote it down. That's awesome. Okay, so I recall this. Awesome. I'm gonna shout it out that I'm like, I think perhaps if we do it in an ascending order, maybe earth on the bottom, and then metal, water, fire, and then wood on the very top.
Would you stop fucking with the bulls? We are under attack.
Maybe put a dagger in metal or in earth or something.
Also, you just witnessed Fiona put in, when she put the wrong element in the wrong corresponding level, the appropriate elemental or elemental creature just showed up.
Right.
So she put fire in earth, this earth creature showed up. And when she put fire in wood, the wood creature came running out of the woods.
Oh.
I'm not good at simple explanations, but I'm going to try and simply say that in the 6 seconds I have before my turn is over.
Do this or this.
Do you hear that? He is telling me to cut you up and put you in a bowl. I would stop while you're ahead.
So you can still take your actions and you can talk as you're doing whatever it is you want to do.
All right, I'd like to cast Firebolt on our wood friend.
Okay.
That is a great idea.
Oh, 12?
That's 12.
Good firebolts though.
No.
I think our wood friend has a better AC than that. Yes, he raises up his shield and it just off.
Okay, well, he's got a fireproof shield, but the rest of him will burn like the hells, and I shake my fist.
Yeah, so that is your action. You still have a bonus and a move if you choose to use them.
Yeah, I'm going to move back here. Wait, how far can I move? 1, 2,
You're a gnome, 25 feet probably.
I'll go there.
Okay, perfect.
Oh God.
Flinrin, you are up.
So I've gotten like pummeled a few times, and it's like I like shrunk into the ground almost. It's like, and I come out and I look up and I try to listen to this theme, and I think I know what you're talking about. And I'm going to cast Fly on myself, and I'm going to fly over to the pagoda. That's an attack of opportunity from him.
Please don't get smushed out of the air. I feel like somebody like grabbing a fly out of midair, you know?
All right, so he'll swat at you on your way by.
Hey,
And he rolls a 1, and
Yes!
he's not.
Yes.
So much
Stupid.
yes.
I go to the pagoda, and I look at the top one, and I look at Sahim, and I say, "The top one's metal."
And I say, no, not in the slightest. It's wood.
Oh. Which one's metal?
Metal would be the second from the bottom. It goes
I go to
earth,
the the second from the bottom, and I toss my short sword in there.
Okay. It's almost
Oh,
as
I'm
big,
sorry.
but you kind of balance it on there, and the draconic rune kind of like sparks to life and is lit up in that spot now, and it stays lit.
Ha-ha! Now
We'll
get the
your
rock.
bubble.
And then I'm going to, that was what, 5, 10, 15 movement. And then I moved like 5 feet down. So I've got 40 feet left. I'm going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. And I'm going to healing word. Lucky. Boop. That's that. And you get 5 hit points.
Sure, that's a thing.
I only did it at first level.
Perfect.
All right, and that's my turn.
All right, Lucky. You are engaged with this creature made of wood.
I'm really thinking, does he have anything sticking off on him? Like a nose. Does he have a nose sticking off?
Has
Oh,
he?
yeah,
Does he have like a big wooden
He's
nose?
carved like a wooden soldier. So yeah.
Do I think I can grab his nose and break it off?
You can try.
I mean, is it
there's a
long enough
nose
for me
there.
to grab and then try to like chop at the nose and try to take his nose? Like, I got your
Yeah, yeah,
nose. Like,
Yeah, you can absolutely try that.
This would be like 800 times funnier if it was his dick.
I'm gonna try to cut off his nose.
Okay.
What do you want me to roll?
Make an attack roll.
Okay. With my rapier or with my dagger?
I think you're gonna have to use a dagger for that.
Okay.
You gonna poke it off?
No, the infamous 4. No. Thank God
I think you just grab it, and he just kind of looks at you quizzically, like, "What are you doing?"
Oh Jesus Christ! I have a second hand. Can I? Man. I'm gonna try to poke it with the rapier, anyways. I'm gonna try to poke it with the rapier. That was my offhand. Here's my main hand with the rapier. And I'm gonna try to like. I don't know. Jab him in the upper facial area, trying to get his nose as I kind of try to swipe it off. It may or may not work, but a 19 I assume will hit, right?
Yes, a 19 will absolutely hit.
After I kill you, I'm going to put your nose in that bowl. I just want you to know this, that it is not hard feelings from me. It is business.
So, as you suspect it does not hurt him as much as you would think it would have.
That would.
I've got. Oh wait, I'm so sorry.
Sneak.
Yeah, I'm a swashbuckler. So let me throw an extra 15 damage on that.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll disengage as a free action. Bloop.
As a free action.
Or
It would be a bonus action,
Oh.
but you took 2 attacks, so
Oh, that's right.
Nice.
It is a bonus action, isn't it? Yeah, cool. That's fine. I'm good.
all right. So that brings us to Fiona. What would you like to do?
I'm going to take my water skin and what did he say? He said
Middle one.
middle. Okay, so pour some of my water in the middle one, and I'm going to take my arrow, which presumably has wood in it, and I'm going to put it in the top one.
Okay, yeah, you absolutely do that.
Would that take a full action to do both at the same time, I'm presuming?
Yeah, I think
Okay.
so. That's going to be your action, your bonus action that works there. So
Nice.
in both cases, runes flare to life corresponding, and the wooden soldier that emerged from the forest just begins to sink into the ground.
Where are you going?
He
I
went
wave at
where
you from
he
the top.
That's
was
Got it.
That's right. You better run away.
Very fierce. Very fierce.
Lucky, why are you goading them? Do you want them to come back and destroy you like all nature does?
I kind of look over at him like, didn't you just get pummeled by like a rock elemental?
I have broken bones. I'm like,
It is old habit from sea fighting. You taunt your opponents on boats, and it makes them attack more furiously, and you take advantage of it. at least works with pirates,
Of course.
who are absolute scum.
I look slowly.
So, all right. So let's see. You would be over here because you're messing with stuff.
Especially those Darkwater pirates.
Yeah, especially those Darkwater pirates. And that's your turn, pretty much. Mr. Earth Elemental guy, he comes charging through the water and around the bowl here to say hello.
As he comes up, I'm like, you had this coming.
And I dance around the side of the bowl.
Oh, no.
Do for one of them. He swings.
Oh,
But as you do, you duck right into an uppercut.
Oh, I guess.
Oh my god!
Is shield going to help me at all in this situation?
It is not. It was a natural 20.
God, it's unfortunate. Oh, and I am assuming I go like flying off the thing and like crashing into the water.
Give me
All
a
three of
deck
us are like,
save.
ooh.
A deck save to keep your footing.
Okay, sorry. I have to use with these built-in mouse, so it's harder to navigate fantasy ground.
So yeah, you absolutely fall prone in the water, going under.
And you see like my hands reaching up as I go down.
How deep is that here?
It's not that deep. She could stand. It's like
Okay.
up to just like 5
It's like
foot.
the YouTube video of the kid who's like hanging onto the rope and thinks he's drowning, and then his mom like puts him upright and he's fine.
Yeah. And you're standing now.
You guys have heard of YouTube, right? It's that thing.
Yeah, maybe.
No,
Maybe
no
we should-
idea what it
That
is.
much.
Do you have to pay to upload videos over there? That's what I heard.
Yeah.
Everyone was so quick. Yeah.
So with that, the earth creature just stands there looking smug.
As he should. That fucking hurt.
Earth in the bottom. Earth in the bottom.
Saheem, you are up.
Oh, it's me. I thought it was Flinrin. I cast Prestidigitation to put fire in the second from the top, in the appropriate fire.
Nice.
Smooth. That's a good one. Love
Nice.
wizards.
What is the range on that?
On Prestidigitation?
Yeah.
Let's look. 10 feet, so that's not going to happen.
I got you moving closer.
Let's do Firebolt instead. Can I just cast Firebolt, which is 120 feet?
Oh yeah, you definitely have the range on that. Hit AC 10.
Okie dokie.
Uh-oh.
Yep.
Yeah, easily.
I saw the 9 and I got sad.
I got sad. You have your bonus and your move.
Bonus action, a free action, I'm just going to shout out that we need to put Earth in the bottom to get this Earth Elemental to go away. But I am weak in the legs and I don't travel far. So I'm going to stay where I'm at and kind of direct people. And
Perfect.
bonus action, I'm good. So.
All right. Let's see. Linrin, you're up. What would you like to do, sir?
I grab some dirt and I give it to, and I point it at Lucky and I say, you have to put this in your butt.
I do not understand whatever language you are speaking. It sounded
Oh,
like...
the pagoda, the pagoda. I go over to the pagoda and I put dirt on it.
As I say, gritted teeth, the pagoda.
I love parts.
I thought that's what you had to do. I put it in the bottom one.
Just like digging up. Quick, put this in your butt. That's not even the kind of what he said.
Yeah, we'll die if you don't.
All right. So with that, the Earth Elemental gives you one forlorn look before it kind of sinks to the bottom of the pond and then into the ground.
And as he goes down, I say, yeah, get down there, you son of a bitch, you stupid pirate.
You stupid pirate.
I look over at Lucky and he was like, was that good?
And he comes back up out of the ground.
It was perfect, my
What did you
friend.
just say?
Also, you are bleeding from your head. Did you know this?
Oh,
So when that happens, you feel that the magic begin to take you once again, as you've felt previously as you completed the tasks. But then something happens.
Of course it does.
You feel yourself kind of being pulled away, then pulled back, like a rubber band snapping almost. And with that, the sky begins to grow overcast and dark.
What is happening? Are we not returning to Arena?
Must be raining.
I think perhaps that we should gather.
Well, I mean, don't stand too close. I've seen lightning strike a man.
Get out of the water. Lightning strikes on water are always terrible.
His toenails exploded through his boots. It was awful.
All right.
And then as it gets dark, you see spectral figures begin to emerge from the walls.
Uh-oh.
As he just moved closer to the wall.
Go back to the water! Go back to the water!
From the wall there, and then let's see, which one are you? All right, and then another one comes out of the ground here. Oh, that's funny.
Another one.
I just noticed your token.
Can I immediately open fire on one of these?
Yeah, I'm ready to attack immediately.
This doesn't seem like part of the
What
test.
you see, they look like spectral dragonborn soldiers. But you can see through them, and they seem to be made of some kind of shadowy, dark energy.
Do they remind us of the dudes on the spiders?
Slightly, except for those were definitely corporeal.
But like similar armor.
Do they look like? Yeah. Do they look like those dudes are just zombified and these dudes are just the spirit versions of the same army?
Yes. They're wearing. They're kitted similarly.
I don't like it. Sabine does not like it.
I guess not. So, this one just kind of pops up right next to Fianna.
Do you understand the words that I speak? I say in Draconic very quickly.
It nods affirmative and then draws its sword and slashes at you.
Oh, snap.
You dick face.
But you easily duck it.
I do not wish to fight you, but I will if I have to.
You're not meant to leave this place.
Is that on the order of your disparaging master?
You will know soon enough. As the second one drives its sword into your guts.
I'm definitely going to shield this time, if that'll help me.
Maybe what is your armor class?
It gives me a +5 in total for the reaction.
Yeah, what's that bring you up to?
20, sir.
Oof. It goes right through. The spectral blade passes right through the shield and into your gut.
And I lurch forward in pain, and where I imagine blood would be coming out of my mouth opening, I just...
Give me a con save.
Oh, snap.
DC is 14.
Praise Timora.
So you pass the save. Yeah, you feel the energy kind of like sucking at your very soul as the blade bites. But you're able to just kind of like resist it.
I just spit out the word, whether or not that's true or not, I just say necromancy.
Oh, shoot.
They both respond to that word and smile. Ah, yes. So you've met some of our other friends then. And Lucky's up.
5, 10, 15, 20.
Is it too
25.
late to switch sides?
Okay, that's 25. So I assume that they're in the half. I can reach them. Or okay. We're off grid a little bit. He's gonna go sprinting over towards them. Tell the keeper that we do not appreciate such interruptions during the trials. As I'm trying to see, do they react to the word keeper?
Oh yeah, actually they do. They They laugh mockingly. The keeper's a buffoon.
That's all I need to know. Yeah, let's do attacking things. So rapier main hand. 19.
A 19 is going to get there.
I fucking hope so. 11 plus sneak. So 25. Follow that up with a dagger offhand. Got that saver dice 4, and that is not going to be enough.
You said 25 total?
Yes, 19 for 25.
All right, perfect. So yeah, your blade bites into the spectral creature. It winces slightly, but the blow that you landed was not quite as satisfying as you would have expected.
Perfect. That's the end of my turn.
All right, Fiona, you are up.
I am gonna Misty Step and put the sorry, buddy. Put the wizard between myself and the people standing off to the side, and I'm assuming that will be my full action.
The Misty Step's a bonus action, so.
All right, then I'm gonna draw my bow and I'm gonna fire on the one that's closest to my companion, and suck my ass, dude. Fuck, that is not gonna equal ass sucking of any kind. You had to say Thor, dude. I am having trouble even getting the strength to draw my bow, and I just kind of imagine it leisurely shoots off as I am wounded spectrally, and my bones being crushed on the inside. I barely have the strength to stand. And that's my turn.
Ah, brother, I thought she really was going to switch. Too bad.
I still am able.
Take your friend. We perhaps can work out a deal. Saheem, you're up.
Saheem's gonna move here. And could I have a nice line of attack that doesn't hit Lucky but hits the two guys right from me if I was gonna cast Lightning Bolt from there?
You can. It's going to go right through them and hit the pagoda.
Shit.
Oh, no. Dang it.
Do it, bro. Do it. You live one time.
We're gonna summon so many monsters, though.
Just go for it. Maybe they won't. Maybe they'll protect the grove. You don't know. Just go for it.
Okay. And I say,
That's a
you know what you
brilliant
do with or you can handle ectoplasm with plasma, and I fire a lightning bolt. They need to make
Shit!
Dex 17
Nice.
All right, let's see.
saving throw.
Yeah, that is absolutely going to hit. You only live once. That's correct.
Oh my gosh.
What could possibly go wrong? All right. So you said 17 on the dex?
Yep, that's my saving throw is 17.
All right.
Or my spell attack, whatever. I play D&D.
Only for the attention, though, right?
Oh, so the first one crits,
No.
Dang, man.
and the second one is a 9, so that's not going to do it. So one of them passes and one of them fails.
86.
Oh, that damage.
So 22 and 11.
All right, so 22 and 11. So
And I'm aiming low for the rock instead of the pagoda.
Oh shit.
okay. It goes into the water and grounds out.
Sweet. All these fish just start bubbling up out of the water. I'm like, I'm sorry, my friends.
Oh, koi! They're all like these gorgeous koi.
Oh.
Oh.
One of them was like, I am a magic fish. I will grant you a wish.
Yeah, wish to eat as much as you want. It goes through the pagoda, but does not seem to harm it.
Okay.
Nor do monsters begin appearing, or at least anymore. Flynn, you're up after that
All right.
dazzling display.
I
Of lightning.
clap my hands together. I begin to sing. I say, I bring a tune, magic that can perplex. Now I shall transform into a T-Rex! And I transform into a T-Rex.
Oh shit. I thought you were just being like metaphorical and shit.
No. Hey, hey Dave, can you transform my size into huge? I'm casting polymorph on myself, by the way. That's what I'm doing.
Yeah. No, I totally get that.
Is that true polymorph or?
Nope, just regular polymorph.
Whatever I did not transform you. It transformed everybody.
Everybody explodes.
All right, I can fix things.
These are the moments.
Like Ant-Man Saheem, just like.
Oh, Dave undid the Dave. You undid your set grid.
I did.
You undid your set grid.
I ruined it.
All right.
I destroyed the game.
Barb's ruining everything.
Oh, this right here is why I play
You
D&D.
undid your set grid.
This moment brought to you by Fantasy Rounds, not from the program fucking up, but from the players.
I can make
Get
Jake.
how big I am!
I can make Jacob huge. There we go. Jacob is now huge.
Is that how? That's huge?
It's yeah.
Pretty
That's 3
fucking-
square. It's 3 by 3,
It
buddy.
looks huge to me.
It looks
Na,
fucking-
na, 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 na,
That's
na.
what she said.
Me too, drinking hurts.
Oh, shit.
Oh man.
I don't know if I could do anything else after I polymorph.
You've got bonus actions and such.
Yeah.
Try to Bardic Inspire from the T-Rex form.
Bardic Inspire is a T-Rex.
I don't think it works that way. And your charisma is you have the charisma of a T-Rex, so
I've got a big head and tiny arms.
so
I can't speak, cast spells, or any other actions that require hands or speech.
So the spectral soldiers move in on
I did
Lucky
it, I
because he is right there.
That's all right. Dodge.
Wait, hang on. I'm trying to see if I can do anything. Nope, that's an action. So I am just a T-Rex until next turn when I can bite and do a ton of damage. Yeah. Freaking huge.
Oh man. The spectral soldiers are so put off by the appearance of this huge beast, this savage creature, that they only half-heartedly attack Lucky.
Where's the water? Who's got the little like just the water on the
And Lucky is up.
All right. I can't fix the map, guys.
Although a giant monster has just appeared behind you, so you know.
Things will unscale. Things will unscale. So this is how far we had to be zoomed in. Oh, Jesus Christ. Is this the guy that I attacked, Wraith number 2? Is that the guy I attacked the first go round?
Let's see. You attacked Wraith number 2, yes.
Yeah, then let's finish the job.
Okay.
Yeah, so Rapier. 20.
Say that's gonna hit.
24, 6 plus 20 for 21 offhand.
That
16.
was a crit, Cody, wasn't it?
No,
It looked
it was
like
a dirt.
Oh,
It was a
oh,
dirty
no,
20.
okay.
It was a dirty 20.
20.
And then 16. Does that hit?
That 16 is going to
16
It-
for
yes.
16 for 3. So that is a total of 24 damage
all right.
as I come in and just start doing work.
You come in, you start doing work,
And I'll kind of as I attack him, I'll kind of move over here to the side, and then I want to kind of move over further to the side so I can kind of open up the field a little bit for our new companion and or Saheem. So
your blades, they just like streak right through this creature, like it's like fight smoke.
do I feel like I'm doing any damage at all?
Yes, you do. It's just not as effective as you feel like it should be.
You are a pain in the ass to fight, just so you know this. And I'm just kind of doing a whirlwind of dervishy typey stuff.
There are some benefits to being dead already. And Fiona's up.
How about that deal? I say, reaching in, drinking my potion of invulnerability. can talk. Fires an arrow, anyways.
We are willing to deal.
Deal with my fucking T-Rex friend. Drinking. Actually, I can't fire an arrow, so I drink the potion. I talk. I hold the arrow. I look up at the T-Rex, and I will continue. Oh, he's within range of me still. But that is all I can do. I can disengage as an action.
Yeah, as a bonus action.
As a bonus action, because I'm a rogue.
You can do rogue things, yep.
Goodbye. I'm going to hide behind the T-Rex. So I run through the T-Rex's legs, kind of like I'm running around like tree stump legs, I guess, and trying to actively make sure I don't get A, stepped on, and B, that I'm away from the wraith as I'm...
Excellent. Sahim, what are you doing?
Sahim's gonna launch a fire bolt at our friend the wraith that Lucky is next to.
Okay.
For 25 for a total of
Oh
19
shit!
damage. That's awesome.
Damn,
And I
bro.
go,
These suckers seem very resistant to everything you guys have hit them with so far.
damn it.
The lightning, the fire, the blades. We don't know about T-Rex teeth yet, but I guess we're gonna find out very soon. So that is your action. Anything else?
That would be it.
Rogues can drink potions as a bonus action. I'm pretty sure that would have been healthy to know last turn.
I am going to.
Oh, for a rogue, yes, you could have.
No, that's okay. It's already passed, and I always go if you didn't think of it at the time, it didn't happen. So
I'm going to bite down on this wraith with my giant T-Rex teeth.
Okay.
I can make 2 attacks, one with my bite and one with my tail. It can't make both attacks against the same target. So I'm actually going to move. Oh, that's Vienna. I'm going to move here. And I'll move you back. And I'm going to bite the one on my right, and then tail the one on the bottom.
Okay.
All right. So here comes the bite.
Here comes the bite.
Name of my 80s cover band. but-
18.
Yeah, that hits.
All right. This is a lot of damage. If the target is a medium or smaller creature, it is grappled. The escape DC is 17. Until the grapple ends, the target is restrained, and I cannot bite another target. So if I can, I pick him up and let me roll that damage. Oops.
Yeah, when you bite him, you do bite down on it, but when you pull your head back up, you come up with nothing.
Okay, all right.
Just because it just goes right through you.
That's
But,
38 fighting damage.
yeah, that hurts a bit.
Oh my
All right.
god.
And then I'm going to tail attack the other one.
Okay. This thing looks like it looks even more see-through than it did before. That tail does hit.
All right. I'm always forgetting there it is. Whack. Whack him for 16 damage.
Okay. So all right, so the one is looking even more see-through than it was before. The other one looks barely like it's got a scratch on it. These creatures, when you hit them, like there's a slight bit of resistance, and then your weapons seem to pass right through them.
Awesome.
So the T-Rex is chomping and swinging its tail and roaring. Seeing that the real threat here is probably the T-Rex, both of the creatures will try and stab it.
Okay. I have a lot of health as a T-Rex.
Yes, you do. All right, so that's gonna hit.
Should I turn my health, transform my health into T-Rex health?
Not right now. We'll fix it.
Okay.
Or you know what, you can, because it's going to actually be a factor. So
What were you at before you took the
yourself temporary
damage?
hit points.
What do you mean?
What were you at before you took the 19 damage?
Well, I can just change my. Oh,
Because you're gonna revert back to that. Is why
I
asked.
was at 39 health.
Okay. I would mark that or whatever.
Okay. I should change my wounds then, yeah? Oh, I'll keep a track of the 39 health, yes.
Okay. And give me a con save.
Okay. Um, 14.
All right, you're good on that. As far as that goes, and the second one is going to try and stab you as well.
Okay.
You are the scariest thing on the field. We're going to need another con save.
All right. Oh, no.
All right. That damage you just took came off of your maximum.
Oh, snap. Okay.
As you feel nauseous and sick to your soul, your poor beast T-Rex soul.
So, as a T-Rex, I believe I only took the 17, the 19, the 25, and the 22, right? It was damage from previous.
Oh, you took the 19 and the 22. You're hit twice.
Only 19 damage and 22 damage, right?
Correct.
So I've only taken 41 in this form, so I'm right there.
Yes.
Rogue things, as Lucky is going to stay out of the way of the enormous lizard-like creature that he has never seen before, but that terrifies him. He pretty much thinks it's a dragon, is kind of waiting for it to breathe fire, even if it's a stupid dragon.
Oh yeah, that's right. We've never heard of T-Rexes. We have no idea. Oh, he shouted that he was going to become a T-Rex though before he went.
He sang something, but I don't know what the word T-Rex is. Rapier 11. Does 11 hit this thing?
No, it's not going to do it.
Followed up with a dagger.
With dagger, it's going to.
Yeah. So then dagger damage. I've got a whopping 2 plus sneak. I've got 21 more damage from my dagger.
Nice.
Yeah, you totally obliterate this thing. How does that happen?
Yeah, so he's like, what the fuck is that thing? And then, like, as he sees the wraith kind of engaging with this, he's like, he slides over, tries to poke through with the rapier, looks is like, that didn't do anything, and he's like, let me try the back of the head, and just stabs it in the back of the head as it kind of like, and then puffs away.
And it totally makes that sound when it dies, too.
Awesome.
So.
And then I'll do rogue things, because I can still move, so I'll move to, like, there, up on the other one.
Okay.
Did you see that? That was excellent. Great form.
Fiona, you're up.
Death comes for you now, friend. And I cast Toll the Dead. Is it already injured or no?
It is already injured.
All right. Sorry for my slow-moving mouse hands because I'm using one of those doodads on a laptop, but I think I just dropped this in here. Oh, nope. Let's try this. Sorry,
it's a wisdom save, I think. For
it is a DC 16 wisdom save, I believe.
Is that necrotic damage?
Yeah, wisdom save DC 14 if the target is hurt. Yep, and it is necrotic damage. That is true, and it's a wraith, so fuck.
Okay, yeah. You begin tolling the dead. The bells ring near it, and it's like, oh yeah, that's
fuck,
sweetie.
Oh my god, that is the craziest thing.
So that's an action. You still have your bonus.
I'm not right about everything.
And if you have nothing else you want to do, Saheem, you can feel free to.
I'll move down here so I can get a better look at it through the giant T-Rex's legs, and I will cast another firebolt.
Oh, that will absolutely hit.
For 17 damage.
All right. Yeah, so you hit a little poof of mist, like blows off of it, but it's like a scratch essentially.
Damn it! I don't have anything. I don't want to waste spell slots on this guy.
And the T-Rex is up.
I'm going to bite him.
Necrocane.
Boop. Suck it.
Oh, you absolutely bite it.
Yeah, that's right.
Nice.
I bite into his stupid body.
Yeah, you totally rip it apart, but then it kind of like reforms. Stop that already, you wretched beast.
Okay, do a T-Rex noise.
He makes dolphin sounds at it.
It's like a dolphin and a kind of. If you could just make those two noises simultaneously.
So, are you doing anything with your move or your bonus?
I don't have those. I mean, I have move, but I'm not gonna go anywhere.
All right, good enough. Does an 11 hit a T-Rex?
Yeah, no, it doesn't.
I am dancing T-Rex out of the way.
My natural armor. My natural T-Rex armor.
Douche. Picks 1 foot up.
Lucky.
Yeah, rogue things. So we're gonna swing with the rapier. Huzzah! Natural 20!
Hey, nice.
Does that mean I get to crit all of the sneak attack dice?
Mm-hmm.
I am so happy.
So
Okay.
actually, just roll all your damage once, and then tell me what the max is.
Oh no.
Wait, roll it all and then tell you what the max is?
No. Roll one set of sneak in your weapon,
Okay.
and then just add your max to those numbers.
Okay,
Oh, it's
so-
going to automatically, isn't it?
Yeah, it's gonna automatically do that.
All right.
But I can double down the sneak.
Okay.
So 14 plus 8 is 22 plus 20, 40. 42 damage with the rapier.
Holy cow!
And
42.
and then I have a dagger, which
forget
I assume a 21 will hit, and I'll follow that up with a whopping 1 point of extra damage.
That is insane.
I want it to like be at 1 hit point, and then you're like, blah.
Yeah, so I'm gonna kind of learning from the last attack over having kind of stuck the rapier in there and having it not go through. I'm like, okay, aim a little higher. The T-Rex is right there, and ha! And then just like stick the rapier coming right out through its face a little bit. And as I retract it for the dagger, I get in, but I don't do as much damage as I wanted to.
You're gonna make me spray coffee all over my son's computer. It's still hanging in there. It's getting more. It's getting more and more spectral and easier to see through, but it still exists.
It is all about the right form.
And then Fiona, you're up.
I just shoot an arrow at this point because I'm still broken and bleeding. Does a 14 hit?
It does.
Nice.
Yes. That was. Here we go. I don't know why that rolled short sword damage, but it has the same to hit overall. Wait, no, that's supposed to be damage. I'm sorry, that is not 20 damage. That would be insane. But I'm assuming that I also still get my sneak attack damage on that because he's within range.
Yep, you have allies there.
6 here. So I'm going to do 17 damage. And I use the last bit of strength, and as I fire, I kind of fall down on my knees and look up with one hand to see if I even hit it, kind of almost blind firing.
Yeah, you totally take it. It takes an arrow through the knee, but it's not ready to give up adventuring yet.
I spit blood out onto the ground, and I try to I spend the rest of my action kind of standing back up, but that's all I'll do.
Ah, you wretches, it does not matter if you destroy me. He's going to take you all. Saheem, you're up.
I say, who's he? Don't care. Fireball to the face.
Wait,
Oh no.
I'm not close
no.
to you. Oh, no.
Wait, did you say fireball or firebolt?
You said
Oh, I
fireball.
said firebolt. I meant
Oh.
fireball. I said
I
fireball.
was like, oh, we're all dead. We're all dead.
Ah.
I cast it, but it's not showing up. Should I cast it again?
You probably missed the box. I would throw it again.
Yeah.
Because it's a
He
dice
slams
tray.
into it. He's did this thing already.
9 damage.
I don't care, firebolt. That's like some WWE shit right there.
Yeah. So this is
Woo,
Flynn.
$20.
Go ahead, Flinrin.
Oh,
Mike,
big
jump down on it.
big shout out
Go
to
ahead.
Beard Bear, which is a great fucking name. This is for XP level 3. He's funny, and we appreciate the love.
He is quite funny.
Yeah.
Funny looking.
I am going to do my ultimate attack. The bite attack.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's it.
that's
That's
a good
all.
one.
Yeah, it's really, really powerful.
I thought you were gonna like team up with the Ginyu Force and then become like ascend to a new form.
12 other T-Rexes fall from the sky.
Your
And
T-Rex
join
arms
you.
grow 4 times their length, and you pick them up.
That was only my first form, fool.
I'm assuming a 15 hits.
Oh yeah, these things have been fairly easy to hit.
Yeah.
Hard to damage, easy to hit.
Boop. Nom 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 nom.
Oh yeah, you totally bite into this thing and start worrying at it like a dog with a bone. It flies into pieces everywhere. And as it does, as those pieces fly away, so does the clouds and the overcastness that was blotting out the sun. And all of a sudden, it's sunny and bright. Birds are singing, crickets are chirping, and then
A T-Rex is roaring.
yeah. The T-Rex is roaring. Now you guys are all standing in the middle of the Coliseum again.
Can I make a dexterity saving throw to strike a pose, please?
And you are a T-Rex.
I am gonna. Let me see this.
Somebody make an animal handling check to keep him in line. I don't want him to embarrass us in front of the dragon.
Strike a pose.
Oh, there's a nat 20.
I revert my form.
And you
Where
guys,
is that necromantic cockbite?
Oh my god.
I can't handle this.
so
Fuck.
everyone who's not a T-Rex, give me an insight check.
Does he come back into the arena as a T-Rex?
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
After about a few victory roars, Dave, I'm going to revert my form.
Okay.
Oh, I did it. Check. Sorry.
We're all T-Rexes again. Look at how big we
You
are.
said insight, correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes, insight.
I'm not gonna roll.
You're gonna stay as a T-Rex. You choose. That is so badass, though. I love your dedication.
Oh, this is a lot of fun.
Let's see. I'm trying to. This sheet does not have a grid for some reason.
I'm trying to imagine a
Oh, well.
T-Rex posing with
You
his
guys are
hands
just gonna
on
have
his
to be
hips.
done.
Pretty cute.
So you guys find yourself back in the arena. And as you do, you hear in your head the strong voice of the Oathmaker. Let it lie now. For now, my friends. We can address this later.
I will just nod silently, looking around at my companions to see if they will agree for the time being.
I look up at the keeper and I point at him and I say, "Hey, Lord Blackass, you just sicked some wraiths on us."
Lord Blackass.
So the keeper looks down upon you. We have no control over what happens in the trials. And he kind of smirks at you.
Were we supposed to fight wraiths?
The trials are different for everyone. Perhaps there are wraiths within you, and that's why you face them.
Insight. Wait, my insight is terrible. I have a +0.
You actually kind of think he's lying even without the insight check.
All right, good. Yeah, that's what I thought.
But
Well, the wraiths were easy to defeat as the necromantic arts are
Oh my goodness, you are like
most
bleeding out.
terrible.
I'm going to cast Healing Word on you.
And as you do, and I get better, I toss that black ass another wink.
as you guys start doing that, the Dragonborn in the stands in the stadium, as well as the kobolds, begin kind of filing down, and it looks very kind of very ritualistic the way they do it. They're beating and slapping upon their chest and arms, and as they kind of rhythmically stomp the ground and begin marching and chanting.
I hope this is our victory parade.
It kind of feels a little bit like that. Briello speaks up. Well done, well done. The trials have been completed, and with that, you kind of start remember. Each of you remember something that's happened to you, something in your past that's been significant to making you who you are. Cody, you can go first. And what is it that Lucky begins reflecting upon?
So Lucky begins to think a little bit about the 3 days that he had actually become captain of the Daunting Elf. He's been a sailor and a pirate hunter for most of his life and had worked his way to first mate several times. Unfortunately, with each of the boats that he had managed to make a name on, something terrible had happened to the captain. And with the third one, with him being the first mate on the Daunting Elf, when he actually became captain, he was captain for a whopping total 3 days before there was a mutiny, basically leaving him adrift out in the ocean before he was eventually found and saved by another boat. And he kind of thinks about the trials of the racism that he kind of had to deal with, and being a tiefling in a mostly human world. And that's kind of what he begins to kind of reflect on, all of those insults and those names that he took from his own fellow crewmen while they were hunting down pirates, and achieved the absolute pinnacle of everything he wanted, just to have it snapped away from him. But here he is, continuing to prevail.
So, as you kind of mentally go through that, and kind of, it's almost like you're reliving it again and experience it in a snap of an eye, a blink of an eye. And, one thing kind of settles upon you as you do this, and that is the sense of, perseverance and the strength of will that you exerted to continue to exist and to survive against these odds. And it's a reflection of your personal power. Increase your charisma by 2. It leaves a visible mark on you. What is that mark?
What is that mark that it leaves on me?
It's something draconic in nature.
Something draconic in nature. I think it's only fitting to have a set of scales actually begin to kind of form around the base of Lucky's horns, and kind of sprouting out a secondary small with that old school kind of webbed look of horns underneath of him.
Nice. So Jacob, Flinrin, what moment defined him?
Flinrin grew up a lot of his life being the underdog to his entire halfling family. He was the youngest, and by the time he was born, a lot of his siblings were older and had left and had their own lives. He never knew his mother, only when he was a baby, because she was taken away at a very young age. And he always strived to become greater than his siblings, who were kind of like deadbeats to him, because they just lived in the village and they just worked like halflings did. And he always wanted to go back and find his mother again. There was a time when a creature came through their halfling village, and he didn't know what to do, so he just started playing music towards it, and it made the creature leave the halfling village. And he felt like he had saved everybody, and he felt himself up to a higher calling. So he left to, even though it's everything he wanted and everything that he had was in that village, his family and everything, he knew that his mother was out there somewhere, and that he could one day become powerful enough to find her and rescue her.
So you relive these memories, and you feel that sense of strength and power within yourself to go out and leave everything behind that you value to seek a greater purpose. You can pick 2 more spells known and add them to your list.
Awesome. Cool.
Jordan, what was the defining moment for you?
Sahim, as a very young, rash wizard, worked in a toy shop for an elf, a really overweight elf who liked to give away toys to all the children during the winter festival. And he put me in charge of creating some toy soldiers and some toy dolls for all the little boys and girls that will wake up on the winter festival morning and have these wonderful toys. And I got the wild hair to try and animate them with magic that was beyond my control at the time. And so I cast a spell that was far above me, and it backfired. And I didn't realize this until that morning, the winter festival, when everybody opened up their presents and these animated toys came to life and started attacking all of the children and kicking dogs and running amok and breaking plates and stuff. And it was that moment and all the trouble that I got in that I knew that I would have to hone my skills and become a master of magics in order to progress in the world and make it a safer place for children everywhere.
Okay, so as you do that, you kind of reflect through your mistakes and what you got wrong and the things that you could do better and you wanted to get right. Through your mind begins kind of flashing a blueprint or plans to build a better toy soldier, one that won't fail you. And if you don't have the spell Find Familiar, you can add that to your list and you can use that to summon a special familiar that is going to be this toy soldier. Real quick, Jacob, what was the mark that was left upon you?
Oh, I would say that yes, it's draconic in nature, right?
Yes.
Let's go with do Dragonborn have forked tongues?
You think they do?
I don't know. No, let's go ahead and say that much like with Lucky, his it would be a bodily appearance on his hands. There are these very thin, translucent scales that kind of go up his fingers.
Okay, absolutely.
All right.
Jordan, Saheem, what is the mark that was left upon him?
2 draconic symbols form in the palms of his hand. One of them says power, the other says control.
Oh, that's cool.
Awesome. Tia, what is Fiona's moment?
All her life, Fiona had been told by her parents that she was to wed another elf, as was appropriate for her station. And so she had quite accepted that. And moving onwards and around through the world, she thought that that was going to be her life. And she didn't worry about things such as love at first sight. She thought she would have an eternity with another elf. And then she saw him. She saw Nathaniel, this human, this elderly human, this old man, someone who had lived his life, had adventured. She sat down and she began to speak with him, and minutes turned into hours and hours into days, and her heart opened up as surely as did the flowers in her parents' garden. And she knew that she would have to leave to create a life of her own. And even if she only had but perhaps even a few years left, those few years with Nathaniel would carry her spirit longer and farther than any arranged marriage could. And that is the moment that sticks out in her mind, and the whole reason that she's been continuing to fight and try to leave this world is her human lover is old, much like she is now, and she hopes that they can pass from this life into the next together.
So with that, despite the bravado that you've shown throughout your throughout your adventures here in the Val so far, deep underlying love and passion seems to be what really drives you, and that kind of comes out a little bit, adding some chinks to your armor. But it also becomes a shield for you as well. So you can increase your armor class by 1 as your skin actually thickens, but not necessarily visible. You can tell us what the mark is.
Well, the mark, of course, would be my eyes, because love at first sight, and so my eyes become draconic in nature.
That's cool.
Awesome. So with that all transpires in a blink of an eye. Really no time has gone by whatsoever. But now as you gaze upon each other, perhaps you notice some of these marks that are different. Obviously, Lucky's is very obvious, as is Fiona's. Maybe not so much with Flinrin and Sahim, but you each see each other, and you know that these trials have left you changed, not only on the outside but on the inside as well. The Dragon Emperors, the Oathmaker looks on impassively, indifferently. The Keeper looks on, and you can see the simmering rage beneath. He doesn't even really appear to be trying to hide it, as Brielle, the Empress, looks on with satisfaction. And with that, she intones, the trials of Draconis have been concluded. You have passed, as was predetermined and predestined. I knew that you would. That is why I took you under my protection. And the Oathmaker, in his wisdom, has given me the path to grant you a safe harbor here now. The Keeper can say no more. And she gives him a smug look. We'll celebrate tonight and for the next 3 days, and then we will return back to my city, back to my tower, as we determine what to do next. And I will begin, as I promised, aiding you in returning home. So for now, enjoy the festivities and the hospitality that our folk have to offer.
I kind of look down to the bard and give him a little elbow. Said party.
Yes!
Yes!
And with that, Dragonborn begin dragging out, benches and tables and filling them with food and drink. Anything you could imagine is there. Some dishes you've seen and many you have not. Pith appears out of nowheres at your elbow. He seems to be kind of been assigned to your group to assist you while you're here in the Vale. Grotham, the captain of the guard, comes up as well, the Dragonborn. Come, sit, drink, eat.
I've already got food and drink in my hand, but I will go on over and sit down.
Yeah, me as well.
I politely sit down and start munching, as I'm probably very famished after these trials.
Hence why I've already got the food and the drink in my hand. I'm just like, yes, please.
Lucky's going to kind of split the party here and let them do their thing. And he's going to go try to, find the Keeper.
Oh, that'll end well for you. Good luck.
Oh, boy.
I mean, okay. I assume all three of these cities are staying here to drink and eat and be festive. Yeah, I want to go find the Keeper.
All right, so
but I'll wait. I'll wait. I mean, while these guys party and do all that stuff.
So as they begin the party, the thing. So the emperors and the empresses kind of begin to fade out. Are you going to try and follow, or are you going to wait and just kind of look? What is your approach?
Yeah, I mean, as soon as I realize what's kind of going on here, that hey, we're all we passed these big trials. They're going to have a big party. The emperors and empresses are probably going to be here during that time. I want to go find the Keeper.
Okay.
So, I mean, I imagine relatively early in the evening. Or, as they're kind of setting up and stuff like that. As soon as I realize, oh, we're all going to party, I want to go find the Keeper.
All right, excellent. So, one of the things I guess you start snooping around, you're going to notice is each of the emperors and the empress have their own entrance that they use to come in and out. So that might be an avenue to go, or you can kind of pick out his people if you want to try and grab someone from his city.
What I'm wanting to do is not that important.
Okay.
So, he would just try to hunt him down at the party or if he's got a big table set up or whatever. He just wants to kind of approach him. It doesn't have to be private even. So
Okay.
and it probably be smarter if it's not private.
So that's why I asked, because they actually don't seem to partake in the festivities.
But then that's all I'll do is I'll be looking to see if I can hunt him down, and when I realize I can't, I'll just head back to the group.
So I will say this: so you do actually find him in the distance, and you follow him up a set of stairs, which clearly goes to the top of the building.
I'm not interested in having like private one-on-one time with the guy.
Yeah.
I just wanted to kind of chat with him briefly. And if that is not possible to do that easily, then I'll just return back to the party and go hang out with the group.
Well, I will say this, like you kind of like as you were like following, you look out a window, right? And you see in the sky, basically from the trajectory that you were going, where the keeper was going, a giant pale dragon with 3 tails in the air flying away. It is bone white.
Okay. I'm going to immediately be like, that's a thing. And I'm going to turn and be like, I'm in way over my head. I don't want to be near this guy in his little like private booth in the big Cowboys arena. I don't want to be a part of this. This is not intelligent or smart to do. And so I'm going to either return to the group or go find Empress Briella.
Okay. So you can return to the group. You find them easily. As for the Empress, you can try and seek her out if you like.
I'll wait to kind of catch up with the group or whatever. I don't know whatever the group is doing while I've been off trying to like hunt down the keeper.
It sounds at least two of them are drinking and eating. So.
Okay, then I walk up to the group. I believe I have seen another one of the Flynnrin's dragons, except less idiotic and has wings that could make it fly. It was bone white. I do believe perhaps it was the Emperor, the Keeper. I was just going to ask him a few words. But they are definitely 100% dragons. That is confirmed. I did not know. I'm a little shaken by the. It was a large flying creature. Not whatever you did, but more longing of neck and wings flapping.
Oh, that's a dragon. That's a dragon.
Being from Faerun, I'm assuming that I would at least have the knowledge of what a dragon is, but my guess as a player is that it's a Draco Lich, but I'm assuming as a character I wouldn't have that knowledge. Is there any type of roll I could make for that?
Well, if Lucky describes it exactly how he saw it.
He said bone white, so bone white could mean white dragon.
So it was a white dragon then.
It was, yes, a bone white dragon with 3 tails, enormous. And I mean, that's what he saw from.
It looked like sea serpent, except with wings and multiple tails. You've seen sea serpents, yes? They attack boats from both sides at one time. No,
Yeah,
you've never
definitely seen that.
They breathe fire and acid on the sails. Like that, except more flying and more tails. And less water, of course.
Is this of concern? Because I am very invested in this mug of ale.
Not huge concern.
I mean, to be fair, they are a city of draconics, and to be ruled by dragons would make sense, I say, also finishing my cup of wine and holding it out for anyone to fill it, anyone but myself to fill it up. This is my fucking party. Somebody, hello?
Her camera went out after that.
I don't know why that keeps doing that. I'm sorry, guys. I'll just keep hitting camera back on. I'll fight this boss too.
I'm just saying it was large creature. I would do less winking because let's be honest, Fiona, we have all been seeing of the winking.
Which direction did it go? You saw it fly off, and you think it's the keeper?
I mean, I am not for certain, but pretty sure.
Keeper?
So what you're saying is that I should do less winking and more stabbing the next time I see him?
Or perhaps more running away.
Yeah.
It looked like it could have probably picked up Flenrin when he changed into that creature.
Do we have saying back where I am from? When you see sea monster like size of three-tailed dragon, row faster, row much faster.
You guys rode on that boat? I thought you used sails.
Both. It is we have and I kind of begin to describe the boat in like full detail for him. I'm like, no, there's 3 decks. We've got these huge, massive boats that we like supplement with rowing.
By the time he's done that explanation, I'm on my like 3rd glass of wine, and I'm like trying to add in explanations, even though I have no idea what I'm talking about. So,
I'm like,
He like asks for Sahim's chalkboard so he can begin like start drawing diagrams and stuff.
So Sahim's been reading books and got a little bit of information from this world. What direction did we come from to get here, and which direction did this white dragon fly to? That's what he wants to know.
Okay, so it flew in the opposite direction, and from the little bit that you gathered, or even if you ask around a little, that trajectory would have brought that beast in the direction of Zenkir, which is the keeper, Givenar's city.
Now the trials are over. Are they all permitted to leave at this point? I'm asking my comrades.
Actually, no one ever said to you. I mean, Empress said that you're going to be welcome back in her city. If you're there, the Pith is probably around, though.
Oh, Pith, come here. I've got questions for you, Pith.
Yes. What can I help you with?
The trials are over. We were successful, correct?
Yes.
So are we all permitted to go home? Can we return to wherever you're from? That I forget the name of the city.
Yes, you can go wherever you want within the Val. Although he kind of looks around, and in hushed tones,
you be straight
I would
with
recommend
me.
going back to the city with us. It'll be safer.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Maybe we should do that.
When are we planning on making that journey back to the city?
Oh, the festivities will go for 3 days.
And there's no more trials, no more fights, no more scary wraiths coming out to get us?
He points to Lucky and as well as Fiona. No, looks, they have the marks.
And I look, and I guess I'm not the most observant of people, even though I'm smart, and I'm kind of shocked. I'm like, oh, you guys have changed. You've got marks on your forehead, and
oh shit! What is this?
I go like this to Sahim. I'm just.
I don't appear to have changed at all, I say, looking at myself.
Oh, your eyes look funny.
I do. I hold up a wine glass to my eyes.
Yeah, you find the goblet, and yes, draconic eyes look back at you.
Like big cats.
Oh, I hope that Nathaniel likes this. I wink at the wine glass.
That's awesome.
Damn, Pith, we can go wherever we want in Vale, right?
Yes.
What about this blackness over here? And I kind of point over to where the 4th pillar that's like all covered in darkness and all that stuff. Just kind of point and see how
everything
it reacts.
the light touches, right, Pith?
I would not go there.
That's the second
that
one
place is bad.
No, wait. I have a question. It is you would not go there, or we cannot go there.
I do not know how they will react. We don't go there.
Is Empress Briella here?
You don't see any of the empress or emperors at the party.
Well, shit.
They made the announcement and kind of like jetted out.
They're not too cool to party with us.
I do not believe problem is with Keeper. I wanted to explain to Keeper we were attacked by a race, but he had flown away with all of his wings and tails.
Oh, you saw the Emperor's true form?
Yes. It was hideous or beautiful. It was beautiful.
I would say terrifying.
I would agree with that.
It is fair assessment. So can we not? So if the emperors and empresses aren't here, then let's just bounce over to this place that's all covered in the darkness and be like, "Yo, we passed the trials. We're fine."
Can we
Could
like
we
sleep
perhaps
before
have
that?
a long rest?
Yeah.
I say, like, drinking and wine coming out of the holes in my body. Like, I'm not going anywhere, buddy. I'm sorry.
Let me plug those.
You can adventure as much as you want, but I'm going to enjoy this night. This is my right, I say, trying to grab like a cheer from the from the people around us, like, let's party. And then go back to drinking.
Yeah, if we're here for 3 days, there's no need to run over there immediately.
It may give him more time to prepare, but you see, I got stabbed.
Let's go first thing
Right here.
in the morning.
No problem. You need napping.
Napping and healing.
I
And
drink
wine.
so much that I get drunk and pass out.
I am right there with you.
Like,
At some point, we start doing draconic drinking games, and then we introduce a few drinking games of our own. I attempt to sing terribly, and
I cast a minor illusion that makes my empty cup look full, and I outdrink you all.
oh, you asshole!
Sahin, you are so good at this.
You are a much better drinker than I would.
I
I
mean,
never.
Do you know
all
what would?
genetics.
Do you know what would go great with this drink? Some fried chicken. It sounds so good right now. I could just totally go for like a full pail of fried chicken.
Where's that
What is
Arakakra we killed?
chicken you speak of?
It is
I miss
bird you
chicken.
cook.
Tasty
Like,
bird.
Do you have
Oh, yes, we have birds here.
not like hairless ape birds, but like birds, right?
Yes. No one would eat a hairless ape. They look like they would taste terrible.
I think I could turn
We
somebody
do.
into a chicken and then we could eat the chicken.
Not
no.
while you are inebriated, sir.
Ah,
No,
a
no, no.
chance.
Okay.
I
Maybe
try,
I'm
like-
digging.
It's gonna be like some
Around here.
half chicken creature that's just like, kill me.
Please turn me into a chicken for a little while.
He's trying to convince Saheem to make him some fried chicken because he hollered out fried chicken at the Arakokra earlier.
Yeah.
He's all like, "Hook me up, bro. I know you.
Oh,
I
man.
know you know what fried chicken is. You've got magic."
Spell, I'm sorry.
Fried Arakakra.
So, yeah. So the night goes by. You know, other than partying up and you know the Dragonborn and kobolds you will encounter, they hold you in very high reverence, and they're pretty much very amicable towards you. The ones that are clearly the keepers people, they're just a little creepy and a bit off, but even they show you proper respect. So the only areas where you kind of will meet any kind of resistance is if you talk about the betrayer or any of that stuff, and depending on their station, it you know, the lower the station, the less they actually do seem to know. But you're not really able to get any more out of them than you've gotten out of the previous people you've kind of spoken with.
We should do the trials again. That's fun.
He appeared as a T-Rex when we came back here, right?
Yes,
For a
yeah.
brief moment. I ask a lot of them if they've ever seen a creature like that in this world.
Yes, in the wilderness, there's beasts like that.
Oh, okay. Dragons, but not dragons at the same time.
Yes, just big lizards.
Okay.
Some of our wilder brethren will tame them and use them as mounts and beasts of burden.
From my world,
Interesting.
these large lizards are also known as large chickens, and I have a friend who really wants some fried chicken right now. Is there a possibility that these are close by that we could go and hunt one down?
That sounds interesting. Yes.
The original chicken. I love it, dude. I love it so much.
The
The original
DM's face.
The ones that don't fly, you have the birds that don't fly too?
Yes, they are on a lost continent, very, very far to the south. But from where I am, there are
So
occasional.
he basically, yeah, they have the fluffy scales, feathers. They have the feathers,
Yes.
And, they're black and white and they have long necks and tiny heads. Sometimes they put them in the ground.
Oh yeah, those are penguins.
You call them penguins where you're from.
Yeah,
I
those
think that's an ostrich.
penguin.
Do believe it's an ostrich. Perhaps an emu.
And, there's another cousin.
As we broke
Another cousin of those. We call them axe beaks. You should stay away from them. They are nasty birds, nasties. They have the big, big beaks and they're sharp and it's like getting hit by an axe. So I hear.
Oh.
That's the name X-Beak. I get it.
Yeah.
Very clever.
Yes, we could go hunt them now if you like.
Oh,
they-
in the morning, perhaps.
Fantastic.
Do they taste like chicken?
My friends are in no condition to hunt right now. You see, they've been drinking.
I try to like pull out my sword and it like falls and clangs on the ground, and I do one of those where I go to pick it up, but every time I walk closer to it, I'm just kicking it away from me.
It's already starting to get a little out of control because other Dragonborn and kobolds are starting to chant and bang their cups on the table. Bird hunt, bird hunt, bird hunt.
Let's go hunt bird.
And then a second chorus of fried chicken, fried chicken. And you just know they have no, like they're even saying fried chicken weird. Like they have no idea what it means, but they're caught up in the moment.
Chicken, Farid chicken.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, we need a Savor Dice cookbook.
And then eventually, like, calmer heads kind of prevail, or less drunk ones anyway, and realize no one should be throwing spears or shooting bows.
I'm fucking T-Rexes while they're drunk.
I hunt as a T-Rex.
I've had one dream.
Drunk T-Rex.
No, first, I'll go in as a T-Rex. And then I'll get them all calm and be like, it's cool, bro. Then you guys come out with the spear, fried chicken.
That sounds like a very ranger type tactic. You might have a way with animals.
You do get some inquiries about how do you prepare this fried chicken?
Well, you need eggs and chickens and flour and butter. Do you have butter? Oh, I miss butter.
Oh, you also need a
Spices, 7 spices.
At least 7.
And herbs.
Some of them are secret.
you also need you also need a stainless steel fryer. You can get them cheap on Amazon. The Amazon. They have them in the
We want to give a huge shout out to our sponsor for this video, Kentucky Fried Chicken. We didn't tell you guys this at the beginning.
Let's just come out. They're
But
sponsoring us from the beginning.
It's all an elaborate ruse for chicken. I'm so hungry now.
I
no
know.
idea.
All the thing is like all of
I
us.
have so much of it in my fridge. I want it now.
Everybody watching this week is gonna get fried chicken in the next like 11 days or so.
So you guys are discussing this as probably as you begin passing out one by one.
Yeah, I presume I go back to my room and vomit all over the floor and then pass out go into reverie.
If anybody's completely passed out, I cast Tenzer's floating disc and I plop them on there and I try to like push them to their room.
Oh, nice! You're the designated driver.
Yeah.
Because I've had nothing to drink this whole night.
The
I'm just-
designated wizard.
You
Here.
fucking wizarding jackass.
So with that, the next morning comes. Give me some con saves.
Oh, I knew this was coming.
I didn't feel like I was that drunk.
I was getting
Even Sahin.
plastered. No, you didn't drink at all, so I'm assuming
My
no.
D20, there it is.
Here it is. Boom. That's a 12.
All right, so none of you are hungover.
Cool.
Yeah.
A little dehydrated, but you're champs. You know, you're
I'm an
professional.
adventurer.
We passed the
Adventurers.
fucking trials, man. We don't even know where we are. Wherever we go, trials, bring it on. We don't care.
And because 5th edition is fair and balanced, we have all of our hit points back. Yeah.
Yeah, that is true.
Also true story.
I will, because I'm assuming I'm one of the earliest to rouse, I will go to the secret library.
Okay.
And I'll be looking to see if I can find any information that might help us on this lost or hidden land. Hopefully not picking out a journal this time.
Well, that was in the city.
Oh, that was in the city? Okay, well then, I'm just gonna wander around aimlessly until I find anything that looks like it might be useful to me in that regard then. And I do mean like aimlessly opening up doors like, what's in here? Oh, does that look like something? Probably not. That looks like a kitchen. Okay.
You definitely find some of those and find some doors like, oh, pardon me, and close.
Sorry.
No, you have 2 tails. Amazing.
Looking for the bathroom. My bad.
Okay, so you're doing that, and while you're doing that, drop in investigate check.
I shall do that for you post haste. As a +6 to investigation, which gives me a grand total of 9. My rolls are on fire tonight. Yes.
And what are the rest of you doing?
When I get up, I want to try to convince the group to go explore this dark area.
You've convinced me.
It's like magically sealed off darkness. We've been attacked twice by dudes that we think it's this. It's not the keeper. Let's go check out wherever the statue used to be or whatever and figure it out. That's what I want to do.
I will meet up with them after 4 hours of I'm assuming, fruitless investigation.
Yeah, well, you only needed revelry. You did revelry anyway, so you were probably up earlier.
Yeah, I would have done all this when they were sleeping.
And, mainly you just got lost for a couple hours. This place is like a maze inside here.
All right. If everybody's up, let's go check out some dark corners.
Let's
the
go.
arena
Let's
of the
go to
trials
the darkness.
bringing
It
Horde of
actually
Worms.
works out really well because you guys are up early. It seems like there's kobolds and dragonborn, quite a few of them that did not make it back to their rooms or their quarters. They're kind of passed out on some tables.
I tiptoe around them.
And your chaperones don't seem to be anywheres in sight.
I picture banging pots and pans around on New Year's Eve.
That
I think about.
Yeah, everybody does that.
Everybody. So you approach this darkened area?
Yes, we're going to do rogue things and sneak because rogues can sneak. And,
Pardon me for just a moment. I will be right back.
yeah, rogues are. Going to
I'll do the NPC sweeping behind them movement.
How do you guys want to approach the darkness?
I'm gonna ask Sahim if he can make a light. Sahim, can you make light into this dark pitted area over here? I believe stairs.
I can make a light in your soul.
Yeah.
Can
and
you
actually,
cast light, Flinrin? Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I cast light.
So stop. I want to ask him for to hold. I'm gonna hold up a little rock and be like, "Will you cast light on this?"
Boop.
I'm gonna stick it in a scroll tube. Because I do this with all my characters. I'm gonna stick it in a scroll tube, and I'm gonna hold it up like a flashlight.
Okay.
Ah, sweet.
Nice.
And I'm gonna kind of just sweep across the darkness and see if the light begins to make it dim magic.
You're looking at where there's torches. That area should be lit.
Yeah, but with the magical lightness, does it affect any of the darkness at all?
No, it's almost like shining on a black wall.
Well, there is only time to present, whatever the saying goes. And I'm going to step through into the darkness, like up the stairs. Not terribly far from everybody else, right? 15 feet or so. I'm going to kind of just be like, and step through.
Okay, yeah, your hand begins to... At first, there's a slight amount of resistance as your hand slides through it, and it feels almost greasy and oily as it goes in up to the elbow, and then the resistance kind of stops, and you're able to push on through. It's almost like going through, like, you've ever been like running through the woods or whatever and gone through like a spider web. Feels a little bit like that all over your body.
God damn it.
Maybe all over your soul as you step through.
I follow behind.
Okay, so Zane, you watch Flinrin follow Lucky into the darkness.
This seems kind of. This is really gross.
It's just like spider webs on soul.
Can I hear them talking from outside?
No sound comes out.
So I have Find Familiar now. I've got a little like illusionary toy soldier guy.
Oh yeah, there's no illusion about it.
He's not illusion. He's just a little animated toy guy.
Yes.
I send him into the darkness. I'm like, go scope that out for me. Come around and tell me what you see.
Okay, so he marches dutifully into the darkness. What's he look like?
Like a Christmas nutcracker is the only thing I could think of. So
Perfect.
like,
Were we
red,
not all thinking
like
the
a
same
beard.
thing?
You can use the stats for a pseudo dragon for him minus the flight, and he goes in, and you get the telepathic message back. He speaks into your mind. It feels like yuck in here.
Okay. He's
Like,
new, so he doesn't actually articulate very well. I'm learning things. All right. Feels like yuck. All right, and I have him come back out.
And I can't see anything.
Okay. It's black.
And I can't see anything.
You pseudo dragons have dark vision? I'm assuming they do.
Dragons do have dark vision.
Okay, but he still can't see anything, even with his
Yeah.
dark vision. Okay. Come back out. I want to make sure he can come out.
He comes out, kind of in a stiff walk, and he's kind of like wiping himself off, but you don't see anything on him.
Okay. I snap my fingers and make him go back to his extra dimensional space, so he disappears.
And he's gone.
Okay. So two of my friends have gone in this. Me and Fianna are watching from the outside.
Yes.
Fianna, our friends have walked into the darkness. My colleague, we'll call him James. James is reports back that it's very dark in there and yucky. Would you like to go in?
Well, of course I know that they went in there. I was standing here the whole time.
For science.
Or science.
Is that still in the room where the partying had gone on, and then we were gonna walk into the darkness? Okay, I'm gonna grab a leftover glass of wine and then walk into the darkness.
All right, so the same thing. You feel this oily greasiness on your skin, like running through a spider web, except for you feel it all the way down to your soul. So
Praise law.
praise Loth. So you're all in the darkness. You couldn't hear anything passing through it, but you do hear each other kind of like breathing or shuffling around on the inside. There, and also, if you enter from the steps, so there's benches. You can kind of like follow the benches.
Mm-hmm.
How deep do you want to go?
If I open my mouth, does like stuff go into my mouth? Is it like a consuming kind of like grossness, or is it
Only
like I
when
can
you
breathe?
first go through. Only when you
Okay.
first go through it.
Okay. I try yelling.
You definitely
to see
would want to have your mouth shut when you
if
enter.
he can hear me on the other side. Can you hear me?
Can we hear her?
On the, if,
No, I'm going. Well, since I'm through with you guys now, I'm shouting back to our wizard companion to see if he can hear.
Yeah, but I want to know, can we hear you?
You
We're
can
in the
hear each
darkness.
other.
Oh, okay.
but Saheem cannot hear you.
Of course we can hear you, no problem.
Yeah.
Saheem walks into the darkness.
Okay, you see nothing.
Hello? 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 Hello?
We are all here.
Ah! Oh, God.
Hey, Tia, I think
Hi.
your mic is like
Rubbing against.
rubbing against something hardcore. All right.
That's good. I think it's fine now.
Well, she's muted, so.
You know what we
Oh,
should
now
do?
she's muted.
We should hold hands, and I'm kind of like reaching my arms out right about where I think Flinrin's face kind of area, and Saheem's face would kind of be,
That's my face.
or
Uh-huh.
Fiona's like, you know, torso would kind of be, because it's like, I'll reach around this area.
I grab your hand, but I grab it like this. I go like that.
Testing?
That is
There,
so gross. You sounded great, Tia. Okay, I have found the halfling, I believe. This is you, Flynn. I kind of like
Oh yeah,
for a
that's me.
second.
Yes.
Like
I thought you found another halfling.
something is baby grabbing my hands right now.
Tiny little baby hand.
Oh God, please be my good friend Flynnrin and not something else with
That would
little
be
baby
so
hands
You
in
hear
the
nothing.
darkness.
Just hear a whisper. It's just like,
A hugely evil creature, but with tiny baby hands.
Oh God! I'm already getting
Giant
creeped out.
spider, but at the end of every one of its legs are tiny little baby
Little
hands.
baby
it's a little Deadpool hand. Yeah.
Thank you all for the nightmares tonight. I just want to.
It walks around on him too, but it doesn't like move its
It moves the fingers.
It just goes like
it's
this, yes. Oh, somebody draw that.
Okay, are we all holding hands? The other hand, I have the torch, the flashlight out with the rock
Okay.
in the skull tube. Nothing
So-
at all. Not even a little. Not even like dim lighting. Nothing.
No, but you can definitely feel your way. It's easy to like navigate because of the benches.
Okay, a 1 stair, 2 stair, 3 stair, and I continue up until I try to find wherever the statue is.
Okay, yeah. So, and this place is set up very symmetrical. So you find yourself at a wall, and you kind of like reach up it, and you can grab the lip, and you'd be able to pull yourself up, and that's where the throne would be.
Okay, and there's nothing in the throne.
Well, it's above you, like so. The thrones are raised up above the seats, so it's like a separate section. So you'd have to like climb up to the landing.
There's not stairs.
Not to the throne, not from this side, no.
Okay.
But like I said, you can reach up. Your hand is on the ledge. You'd be able to pull yourself up.
Yeah, I'll pull myself up.
The halfling might need a little help in the gnome, but
Yeah, well, I'll reach down in the darkness and eventually. I do not know what we are looking for here quite yet, but let's try. And
They've hidden it for a reason.
I'm gonna kind of like sit in the throne for a little bit and go, King of the Castle, King of the Castle.
all right, so is anyone else going up there with Lucky?
Dave, I want to try something. I want to cast light while we're inside the darkness. I'm just gonna
Okay.
cast it on like my hand.
Yeah, you cast it. You know it's there,
But there's nothing.
but there's nothing. Does anybody follow Lucky up to the landing?
I'm
do.
gonna go up there. Yeah. And my
Okay.
draconic eyes don't give me any abilities. They're just for show, pretty much, right?
We'll talk about that a little bit.
Fuck.
So
Fuck.
So as you guys get up on top of the landing, you finally can see something, and you're guessing from the way you've positioned yourself that you're in front of the throne, and you see like a pinprick of light begin to take shape, and it's the first time you've seen anything since you've entered this blackness, and it begins to expand and grow and take on form. The first thing you notice is a set of eerie green eyes that seem to be glowing into a draconic skull as it begins to shape and take form and grow and grow and grow, and that's where we'll end for
Oh no! Oh my
Should have went T-Rex side.
God!
We're gonna die.
We fucked up, but this was your dumbass idea.
It was a great idea.
I'm so legitimately mad right now. David,
That was awesome.
well done, Dave.
Well done.
Well
That
done,
was great.
Dave.
Great game.
Well done.
Great game.
And so before we go, just so you know, while we're on air, I'll do this real quick. Fiona, you can take Superior Dark Vision for your draconic eyes. Your little friend, Saheem, will allow you to hold 1 extra concentration with some stipulations, but we'll go over that later.
Oh, sweet.
And Cody, you are resistant to poison now.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Before we go, I want to apologize for the camera issues. being in a hotel and not on my laptop and not on my rig. So thank you to everybody that's watching at home and dealing with that. And
You just thought you were casting Blink in real life.
Dude,
exactly.
Yeah.
Bahamut Zero Dragon just said, and then they learned that the other 3 emperors and empresses were actually the real betrayers.
Oh, snap.
Which is like
Oh,
insanely good. I love that twist.
Oh, I also wanted to commend you, Dave, on the foreshadowing for the earth, air, metal, all of that stuff. That was some. I realized that after you'd said it, and I thought about it while we were in game, and I was like, damn, kind of gave us the heads up on that. We just didn't even.
I got
Well,
like
it would be kind of a dick move if I didn't give you anything.
I was
There's a lot of dick DMs out there, bro.
That's true. I love the elemental thing. All I could think was like, Corbin, I ain't got no fire. I ain't got no fire. Quit smoking. I ain't got no fire. I ain't got no matches.
Oh my god, yes.
All right, guys. So we want to give some love out to the sponsors, and to do that, I will hand it over to
Dave.
Yeah, I got it.
Flinrin. No, Flinrin. Jacob. Jacob is gonna give some love out to the sponsors. So we're gonna see.
So,
We're gonna see how
guys,
this goes.
Go check out our wonderful sponsors over at
fucking
Kentucky
kept it.
Fried Chicken. Go check out Kentucky Fried Chicken. Fantasy Grounds, they're pretty freaking cool. It's what we use to play the game, and it's really fun because you can put your dice anywhere, and that's really great. And I've been leaving them all over the maps, and it's very fun. The Dungeon Painter Studios, go check that out. Go make some dungeons and paint it with a studio. Norse Foundry, buy some dice. Get some merch, get some fun stuff there, and you get I think is there a coupon code or something? I don't fucking know.
It's for the for the beard oil.
Go give some love to some save 10% off in the link in the description, you guys. I'm done with this now.
We love your faces. We're out of here. Stay nerdy. We'll catch you guys next week.